Welcome back, gents. We are covering our health and safety management system. You can also find this health and safety management system on your page number 56 of your book, which is GE 700 Construction Site Supervision. So, exactly the same way you can find it there. I'm recording this session so I can share it with other trainers as well as other students so they can make use of that, during their work life as well as during, any examination if they are appearing in any exam. Now, health and safety management system. It's not a legal requirement to follow any health and safety management system, but uh, it is a best practice, right, to show that we have a robust health and safety management system in place. Companies have health and safety management systems, and the basic health and safety management system comes from health and safety guidance. 65, health and safety guidance 65. You can also find that on page number 56 of your GE 700 book. Okay, so let's just take you to a more simplified version of PDCA. But if you want to find it, you can find it on page number 56. Let's take you to a more simplified version. Okay, now it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, but it's the more simplified version. Health and safety management cycle. Sometimes people call it health and safety leadership cycle as well. And it comes from health and safety guidance 65, right? Now, a more sophisticated version of a management system, of a health and safety management system, will be ISO 45,001, which is based on this, but it is more sophisticated than only having just a health and safety guidance number 65. As I said to you, because it's not coming from an act or regulation, so it's not a legal requirement to follow one. Okay. Now, if you can see, leadership is in the middle of the learning cycle or the leadership cycle, right? Why it's in the middle of the leadership cycle? Because everything is affected by the decisions made by the leadership, right? If they don't buy into the process, if they don't give you the resources, if they don't really lead from the top, nothing will get done. The management need to be visible. They should be fully committed before any health and safety management system can be implemented. Okay. Now, the difference between health and safety guidance and ISO 45001 would be that health and safety guidance 65, a normal health and safety management system, is not externally audited. It can be internally audited and no accreditation will be provided. But if you implement an ISO 45001, you can get an external accreditation, and then obviously you can show that you have robust health and safety systems in place. You can showcase it to your stakeholders, to your clients, to your competitors, or if you apply to any new contracts, you can showcase that you have robust health and safety management systems in place. Right. So if you can see these arrows, yeah, it's a continuous learning cycle. It never stops. Learning never stops. It's a continuous learning cycle. Continuous learning cycle. Learning never stops. You plan, you do, you check, you act. You plan, you do, you check, you act. Now, what actually happens in there? Let's have a look. Now, in the planning stage, you plan because it's a health and safety course. So we are looking at planning stage because it's a health and safety course. So we will be planning health and safety policy. We'll be planning health and safety policy, right? Now, in your health and safety policy, which we will cover in detail after we cover the health and safety management cycle, you will have your aims, objectives, and goals, and then also the roles and responsibilities, and the actions and arrangements, right? We will cover that in detail, but at the moment we are just covering PDCA. So you will have your health and safety policy in the plan stage. Once you have your health and safety policy, you move on to the do phase, right? You move on to the do phase. You risk assess or risk profile, organize your stuff, and then implement your stuff. So basically, the risk profiling and risk assessment was the difference between risk profiling and risk assessment. Risk profiling is done at a strategic level, right? And risk assessment is done at a very local level, could be at a very local level. You do your risk assessment, you organize things, you implement things, and then you move on to check your performance. Okay, you check it. How would you check it? You measure your performance with proactive and reactive measures, which we will discuss. You investigate accidents and incidents, and then you move on to act. So whatever you have learned from your proactive and reactive measurement, you review it, you learn your lessons, and then you put it back into your planning. Okay, you put it back into your planning. Now, no matter what happens, the plan, do, check, and act will never, change their places. They will remain where they are. Okay, and the only way they are moving is this way. They are not moving any other way. They are only going in cycle, right? Clockwise. They are going clockwise. Now, let's just see what we need to understand here. Right. So let's say I cover this. Okay, now let me just cover this. Right. And let me write some numbers here. So let's say I'm writing number 1. Let's say I'm writing number 2. Let's say I'm writing number 3. Okay, so now plan is here. What comes after plan in the cycle? Do, right? What comes after do? No matter what the number is, it will always be check. What comes after check? No matter what the number is, it will always be act. Okay, so it always go this way. It always go this way. It's a cycle. It never reverses. Okay. Now, again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover some other. I'm going to leave do and plan. Okay. Let's write down number 1 here, number 2 here, and number 3 here. Now, we've got do here. What comes after do? Number 1 is check. Number 2 is act. And number 3 is plan. Okay. Number 3 is plan because it's a cycle. What comes after do? A lot of people will be tempted to write plan 1. No, 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 no. Don't write 1 because you are going in a cycle. You are going this way. So whatever is coming after the do, that's what you need to write. Okay, let's just change the place. Okay, I'm covering act now. I'm covering plan now. I'm covering do now. And let's write 1. Let's write 2. And let's write 3. Okay? Okay, so because it's check, after check, number 1 is act. Number 2 is plan. Number 3 is do. So no matter what is under that, what number is on that box, what matter is what's under that box. I hope it makes sense. Yeah. Health and safety management cycle is also called PDCA cycle as well. Okay. It's also called PDCA cycle.